Witam was bardzo serdecznie, z tej strony GlaD, z kanału Road TV. Witam w kolejnym odcinku mojego Let's Play Jade Empire. Właśnie, tak jest. No, w poprzednim odcinku skończyliśmy w tej herbaciarni. Pomogliśmy tej babuni odzyskać ją, także zrobiliśmy dobry uczynek, może, kurwa. Okej, dobra. Właśnie widziałem komentarz właśnie użytkownika bodajże kwadracik.pl, żebym robił krótsze odcinki. No racja, trochę przesadziłem z tamtym odcinkiem, ale postaram się tak do pół godziny zmniejszyć. Także pozdrawiam i także myślę, że jakoś ogarnę, żeby to było krótsze. Dobra, co to? Rów, kim
I
jesteś?
may be drunk, but that doesn't mean I am a drunk, because I'm not. Well, just a little bit. I'll be a hero. That'll show 'em. Well, that'll show 'em all.
You've been saying that for 3 days, Rue. Minister Shang's already looking for other people to close the dam, and
O,
I'm so glad that old mother is back in charge. She
Look at these That waitress is a
pełno tych marynarzy,
fine-looking wench,
które
ain't she?
zobaczyliśmy.
They say the ruins.
Dutong was smart to
What
run
the
off.
fuck?
Do you mind? I'm in no mood for company given my present state of despair.
Kim jesteś?
My name is Yaru, though some of the locals disparagingly refer to me as Yaru. Yet I suffer their verbal slings and arrows with nary a complaint.
Co się stało?
I am at the stage of my life in which I long for companionship, a wife with intellect and refinement. Unfortunately, this town presents scant opportunity for a suitable match. Seamstresses,
Może masz zbyt wysokie standardy.
or perhaps everyone else's standards are far too low. I shall not allow myself to be
Jesteś nadętym głupkiem.
Tribes canary prick the armor of my pride. They are blunted. Farewell. Perhaps we shall speak again if you ever tire of the brain.
Dobra. Spaduwa. O Boże. Czy to nie jest ogr?
Leave Zhang alone.
Zhang, you can't stay up here forever. This isn't your home. You need to come back with me to the farm.
No! Zhang not want to go home. Zhang doesn't want to see orcs.
It wasn't your fault. It was an accident. I need you back at the farm. Now let's go, Zhang.
Ja.
No! Leave Zhang alone.
Oj,
No.
oj.
Please don't, Zhang. I'll just go over here and leave you alone.
Oj, nieładnie. Ząg? Nazwę go Ząg.
What? Oh, hello there. Don't let Zhang bother you.
Kim jesteś i kim jest Ząg?
I am Dongping, Zhang's
Dongping.
employer.
That's
Zhang
the
works on my
Boże,
farm,
co
but
za
the other
nazwy,
day
ja
he
pierdzielę.
accidentally killed one of my oxen. And
Dongping,
since then
Dong.
he has refused to come back. Some of the patrons here are unnerved by his size. I'm worried that if he doesn't leave with me soon, if he gets hurt, or worse, I'll be ruined. I can't run the farm without him, but
Nie martw się, porozmawiam.
You will? I must warn you. Zhang is... well... Zhang the ox carrier came by his name honestly. I would hate to see him hurt you, or anybody else for that matter. Speak softly to him, and you should be okay.
No i mam zadanie. Zobaczymy, czego przekonamy. Siemano.
Go away. Zhang not want to speak to you.
Co ty brałeś? Czemu jesteś taki?
Zhang kill ox. Zhang too strong. Too rough with ox. Zhang
Bawiłeś się fajnie, wierzę ci. Na pewno nie zrobiłeś tego specjalnie.
Ox like to play with Zhang. Ox like it when Zhang throw her in the air and catch her. Zhang miss. Zhang drop Ox on her head.
O, fajnie.
Ox is dead. Ox was Zhang's friend. Zhang killed a friend.
Niedobry Ząg, fajnie. Możesz znaleźć sobie innego wołu.
Master already have another ox. Poor ox.
A jeśli nie wrócisz, drugi wół będzie samotny.
Zhang is lonely. Ox must be lonely too. You have been nice to Zhang. Zhang liked you.
Przyłącz
Zhang,
się do
hope
mnie,
you
przydałby
have
się
good
taki
day.
bydlak w drużynie.
Thank you so much. Come, Zhang.
Zhang, come in.
Fajnie.
Thank you for convincing that poor ogre to leave. Such a sad story, really. He certainly seemed harmless enough, but the...
Fajnie. Zarobiście. Okej, no to lecimy dalej. O, tu mamy jakiegoś kocharza. Changing. Changing.
我上次一真係個報告，
Co? Kim jesteś?
我估計啲嘅上班咯，是個個阿我嘅啲嘢，我攞發達死呀。
A kuka, rosa, kakaraka, jaka?
你會把嘢顧不殺呀，我kraka呀，那のuksaro isowak nikano wo napiat shatia uko.
Zutu, laka, saka?
Piat shatia kraka ya, nano uksaro wo no fatase ya.
Baka, jaka? Czemu ludzie nie lubią swoich dań?
Ikakahia wo no kakiha ya, wo shatia oko uk. Wo soawi ya ni tu wo uksumpu. Piat shatia kraka ya, nano uksaro wo no fatase ya. Wasrafno sositu no ko ota napia ifa ya ok.
Spróbuję twoich dań.
Kutkosi wiwa ya, wo nowa ya ifa wiya oka wiki no.
Boże, jak on dziwnie gada.
Wo nowa ya sususatia sonsifonia sonsi ifok.
No, zobaczymy.
Ni wupa ya
Ryzykuję.
kupusa ya ewath kraka ya nano uksaro isowak. Wo nowa ya sususatia sonsifonia sonsi ifok.
O Boże! Do dzieła! Najpierw sprawdzę swoją szmazie, zapieczone niedźwiedzie serce.
Ja. Wo ya kup pia shatia kraka ya na noko wo ifo ya ok. Kun one wipifia.
Mój orgazm da sobie radę z zieleniem pizzem. To będzie następne danie.
Aweth ut wasrafno sositu noko ota napia ifa. Wo kupke tita sumpono?
O Boże, bycze jądra w kremowym sosie. Ja pierdzielę! Co to jest? Czuję się zdrowy, poproszę 2 jądra.
Sosowa ya
Chyba jesteś
tasi
pieprznięta,
no nim
nie?
nano yota napia ifa ya ok. Kutkosi wiwa ya, wo nowa ya ifa wiya oka wiki no. Tofara ya wo sa ya, wo koko kapikita wo sa ya sawa fo.
No dobra, powiedz mi coś więcej, może mnie to zainteresuje.
Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi no nim nano yo wia sonsi ya wo yo. Piershat ukni uksa ya sumpuno kahun wo ushashi. Wo kuketita sumpuno, sukokot awokatia.
Okej, oto kolejne 300 sztuk złota. Chętnie chcę spróbować.
Ja. Wo ya kukwania sinia ja.
Kupo, joku.
Ikakahia wo no kakiha ya, wo shathia oko uki ya. Ni wo sosawa ya wa.
Po zjedzeniu tego dania poczułem się wyjątkowo źle, jest niebezpieczne.
Noko wo ifawia ok, kun one wipifia. Wo soawi ni tu wo uksumpuno. Utatsa ya okajowe ya fonia sisa ya trusta pa.
No to się nażarliśmy. O, brązowy język. Fajnie. Co to daje? O, bardzo dobre. Tylko, co tutaj? A, ciało tam weźmiemy. Świetnie. Okej. Bardzo dobre klejnoci zyskaliśmy. Dobrotliwy i już.
Can't you just leave an old man in peace?
Kim jesteś?
I'm nobody important. Nobody.
Przykro mi.
Sorry doesn't count for much. Sorry can't erase
O czym ty mówisz?
nothing. It's just...
Aha, dobra. Dziwny gościu. Marynarz. Marynarz.
You bring... Look at these town folk glaring at us. It ain't our fault we're stuck here.
Nie. To chyba tu już wszystko przebadaliśmy. To idziemy, wychodzimy stąd. Okej. Chcę stąd wyjść. Tam jest jakaś skrzynka. Tak, lądowisko Tiena. No nie frizuj. No. Okej. To wszystko przebadane. Co to jest? Pieśń. O, jakaś skrzyneczka. Fajnie. Wieśniak, wieśniaczka. Oj, 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 trochę nam to zajmie. Marynarz.
Life seems normal enough here. You could almost ignore all.
If one more of these villagers sneers at me, I'm going to
There are ghosts wandering...
O, coś tu jest. Coś się dzieje.
Pretty. Wo apaweer sun urk vonir ook. Uxier sa fet kup wo sarkir.
Put that sword back, lout! Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister...
Chyba to jest minister Shang. Właśnie.
Koni
szukamy.
onu yu tashika wheel fonil satarab.
And still poor Minister Sheng suffers the insults of tradesmen who know nothing. My jail has been burned to the ground, along with my office, I might add.
Oj, biedny. Shang, co się dzieje?
It is not easy to be Minister Sheng, beset with trouble. Truly, can you not see that I am busy watching my career slide into oblivion? Minister Sheng simply hasn't time for your petty
Czego jesteś ministrem?
The Ministry of Harmony, which oversees taxation and execution, usually in that order. But poor Minister Sheng This backwater pimple of a town lives off of the lake created by the Great Dam. But the Great Dam is open and the lake is dry. The town is dying.
Dobra, to już wiemy. No. O, szukam floty latawców.
Who cares about that? The Great Dam was opened by... No, I cannot say. It is too dangerous. Lim oversees the Lotus Assassin operations in this area. A few weeks ago he came to town and demanded a key to the ruin.
Czemu to zrobili?
Inquisitor Lim has his assassins searching for something, though what it is I couldn't say. Minister Sheng, no, I didn't want the town to panic, so I kept Lim's presence here a secret. Better the peasants think it was gold.
Mogę coś na to poradzić?
Some brave soul must travel through the old ruins, which are absolutely not infested with ghosts. I cannot order or even ask someone to go do this. If the Great Dam closes, the ruins will flood. Various assassins and soldiers will be killed. But if I happen to lose the key and someone happened to find it,
Dobrze
the
myślisz,
town
podoba
could
mi
be
się.
saved, and the problem...
Czy to klucz?
What are you talking about? I haven't given you... Oh, and I am certainly not going to tell you that the ruins can be reached by heading across the footbridge and out the west.
Jest, jest za to jakaś nagroda?
Not for me, certainly, because I never asked you to do anything, right? Now, he has a big cargo rotting in his hold. I am sure he would pay a good sum to anyone who... Of course, being a stranger, he'd not be able to tell you that you'd need to go through the ruins which lie through the west gate.
A skoro już o tym mowa, może nic nie wiesz na temat latowców.
Minister Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the Imperials. I suppose in theory you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, how... I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes. Rue...
To wszystko co chciałem wiedzieć. A, czekaj, gdzie znajdę przewodnika?
Rue announced 3 days ago that he was going to close the Great Dam, but first he stopped at the tea house for a bowl of wine, as far as I know. Minister Sheng has been reduced to a tour guide.
A, już wiemy, Boże, po co ja się pytam? Chcę zapytać o coś innego. Potrzebuję informacji o miasteczku.
Ask away. Minister Sheng, that's Imperial Minister Sheng of the Ministry of Harm.
W okolicy jest chyba sporo pijanych
A
marynarzy.
ship was in port when the Great Dam opened and the river drained. Now it is trapped here. The sailors behaved. I'm sure Captain Ing, down by the pier. Minister Sheng may be banished to this festering boil of a town, but I refuse to learn anything of its history. Ask your questions of the old fool who crouches on the north side of the... Directions? Are you taunting Minister Sheng? This is not the Imperial City.
Dobra.
Yes, yes, go and leave Minister Sheng alone to...
Okej, otrzymaliśmy klucz właśnie do wielkiej tamy.
Lord Yun has put out... Finally, someone approaches me. I was worried that this town's courage had drained... You look like a man who is trained for combat. Would you like to put those...
Chcesz mi sprawdzić
Not
walkę?
personally, no. On behalf of Lord Yun, I'm here to find a skilled warrior. The great southern forest, which lies north of this village, suffers from a terrible disease. Every tree within its borders sickens, and the place is infected.
Ktoś wie, co powoduje tę chorobę?
If we did, would I be here? Lord Yun, my master, seeks a way to open the forest again and make it safe for travel. He is prepared to Our men are no match for the ghosts in the forest. Perhaps...
Dobra, jak dotrzeć do lasu?
You must leave Tien's Landing via the gate. The forest is but a short journey away, and Lord Yun makes his camp at... The path there is relatively safe, but travel beyond his camp and things worsen. Go safely, and remember what I've said. Lord Yun need...
Okej. Boże, kolejne zadanie. Chory las, dobra. Kupiec.
Konionuyu, kokeir tatasina. Sun puno onuyusir tai...
Co zabrali?
Wonowir efuir uk sunorkfonir sier sisitu. Satha afsowir. Uk napir owosair uyukap tantarundano wo tarwair shafi. Wo kausoir noka wo tarwair shak.
Czy mogę ci jakoś pomóc?
Wonowir efuir uk sunorkfonir sier sisitu. Satha afsowir. Uk napir usosir utak tarwair shathir owosu.
Tong zapłaci za to, co
Owosair uyukap tantarundano. Onuyuwir napair wo kwair shapshir fan on...
Gdzie znajdę
Sair
drogę?
sankut noka o napar akwaifan u nakwair kosuwair. Ukir rafir sasi...
Dobra.
Onuyuwir napair wo kwair shapshir fan onuyusair i...
Okej. Skradziona pamiątka, fajnie. Dużo tutaj zadań jest ogólnie. Jak sami widzicie. Dobra, zejdźmy na dół. Co się dzieje?
Wosiwania sa ia sakaku usawa ia nupa.
No, kim jesteś?
Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi noni nano yokyo wia sonsi ia wo.
Jakiej pomocy potrzebujesz?
Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi noni nano yokyo wia ni wupa ia kupusa ia awath kraka ia nano uksaro is ni wu sosawa ia wa tasi noni nano yopa napi.
Tak, to prawda.
Noko wo ifawia ok kun one wipifia. Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi noni nano yokyo wia sonsi ia wo yo. Wonoa ea sususatia sonsifonia sonsi ifo.
Nie zamierzam skazać na zagładę całego miasta.
O ifawia ok noko wisonsia. Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi noni nano yokyo wia sonsi ia wo yo wia. Kutkosi wiwa ia wo nowa ia ifawia oka wikino.
Nie chcę mieć z tym nic wspólnego.
Silver of this magnitude could help us in our efforts. Do
Zdobędziemy to
not
w
turn
inny
away from
sposób.
it lightly.
Piershat uk ni uksa ia sun puno kahun wo ushashia uksai. Awut utkuo.
A spierdzielaj. Kurde, 20%. Jakbyś dał 80.
Are you getting slow in your old... You taught me much, Jian, but the most valuable lessons were learning where you were... You are being rude, Jian. We have a guest. Let us place the game on hold.
O, żelaznej pięści. Czym dokładnie się zajmujecie?
Surely you know of Yi, the capturing game? Played on a board of 19 rows and columns, the black and white pieces capture territory.
Pozwolę wam w spokoju grać. Aha, jaki trening możecie mi zaproponować?
Do not be so hasty, Jian.
Aha. Mam kilka pytań.
Forgive him. Had my former master bothered to remember his manners, he might...
Dobra, pozwolę.
Jian the Iron Fist isn't honestly going to let this one walk away, is he? If you don't say anything... I too see strength, but also the capacity for understanding the world and your place in it.
To znaczy, że będziecie mnie uczyć? Wszelkie zawiłości, że rozumiesz ścieżki zaś...
He would like nothing more than to have you as a student. But show me that you walk the way of the open palm, and I will teach you the mysteries of Stone Immortal.
Both Tempest and Stone Immortal are very sensitive to your temperament, harmony or discord.
Okej.
Always a pleasure to talk to another warrior. My game of...
Chcę, żebyś mnie uczyła mistrz.
You have some understanding of the way of the open palm. Return to me when you feel you...
Aha, dobra. Pozwolę wam
When you...
Okej. To się nauczy po głosu. Tyrym. Dodają. Boże, to jest takie... Jak z mapą. Aha. Dobra, ma jest zapieczętowana. No dobrze w sumie, bo nie chciało mi się eksplorować dalej. Tak jest. O, a co tu jest?
Hey, Baker Bay. How
O,
are you
jestem
today?
piekarz właśnie.
Go away! I told you I want no part of this. Tell Eiling to leave me alone.
If you want to tell Eiling something, go tell her yourself. In the meantime, we have our orders. Nothing personal. It's a little personal with me. I like sticking your face in the gutter.
No, za chwilę zsadzimy twoją.
Hold on a sec. We've got company. You're a little too interested in our business, friend. Looks like we gotta teach you to back off when Eiling's boys
Pracę, ale
are
macie
working.
pracę, kurde, zajebistą.
Legendary longsword.
Do widzenia. Tak jest. Ci nie jest...
Can you
Chłopie,
believe that these thugs would... They might have killed me if you hadn't stepped in.
właściwie to Lan przysłała mnie na pomoc.
You spoke to Lan? How humiliating. My fiancé must have told you I can't protect myself.
Martwi się o ciebie.
Yes, yes, you're right, of course. I suppose I can't... I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm just worried about Lan. She's very...
Daleko od czego?
Those thugs are acting on Eiling's orders. She's the head of their gang. They have a small... Eiling and I were friends when we were children, but we drifted apart as we grew up. Ever since I got engaged, Eiling has become obsessed with me. Every day she sends her thugs to beat me up. She's obviously crazy. I've done nothing to her. We haven't even spoken in years. If I go to her hideout to talk to her, at least the beatings on the street are out in public. They won't kill me in front of witnesses.
Powiedziałeś o tym Lan?
No. Lan's very emotional. I didn't want her to get upset. At first, I didn't tell her anything at all. But even then, I didn't mention Eiling. It's bad enough what's happening to me. I was afraid if Lan became more involved...
Mam wrażenie, że coś przede mną ukrywasz.
I'm being completely honest. I swear. I know how this looks. You must think
Mogę zabić Eiling, to rozwiąże twój
No,
problem.
don't do that. Eiling and I were friends once, even if...
Może mógłbym porozmawiać w twoim imieniu z Eiling.
Thank you so much. Eiling and her thugs are in the boathouse. Please just ask her to leave me.
Okej, kolejne zadanie. Aha, starożytna gra. Poznaję ciągiem. Pój odważna. Znajdź przewodnika Ru. Kobieta czerni. Dobra. Trochę tych zadań się nam naroiło.
Sorry, stranger. I stick to my regular customers.
Kupiec Yang.
Boja we no pa e fuk no son kut wivra e...
Aha. Nie, do widzenia.
Ja
Pierdzielaj. Nie chcę mieć stąd.
Even a village is...
zebrać.
Don't bother me. I may be a beggar, but I'm on...
It ain't easy being a dock worker. We don't get
Ale
paid
fajny
much,
widok,
but
nie?
we sure earn it.
O, Urwis.
You ever seen a ghost? Sorry, stranger.
Oh, yes.
I stick to my regular customers.
Hello there. I haven't spotted you around Tian's Landing before. Regardless, it's good to meet you. I'm Darting Lynx, the acrobat. Unfortunately,
Jakie rodzaje pokazami się zajmujesz?
you know, feats of balance and precision, delicate routines to shock and amaze. I travel around the countryside putting on acts and sometimes teaching people a few tricks. I may not be putting on any shows here, but I could teach you.
Czego możesz mnie nauczyć?
I'd be happy to. I'll be leaving. Let's see what I can teach you.
O, jak fajnie. Bardzo dobrze. Najpierw sprzedaj. Właśnie, pozbędziemy się paru rzeczy. O, właśnie. Sprzedaj. Aha, dwa mieliśmy? Sprzedaj. Co jest? Aha. Zastraszenia, sprzedaj. 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 Okej, kup. O kurwa. Przepraszam, cena zakupu 4. No to ładnie. O Jezus. Nie. A nie. Skupienie plus 15 ci plus 3. Dobra, kupujemy to. To nam daje. Fajnie. Co zaliśmy? Fajnie. Maryna.
Ing better figure out a way to get us out of here soon, or I'm going to snap.
O, tu jest jakieś zadania kolejne. O, to jest chyba przewoźnik.
Stop right there! I gave you 2 extra...
We don't have to listen to you, Ing. You're...
I will discover a way to free this ship. Until then,
I've had enough of you and your...
now get back in that ship!
You're still the captain, for now. But if you don't get us out of this town...
If you've come to complain about my men, I don't want to hear it. When Minister Sheng gets the Great Dam closed, we'll be happy to leave. Until then...
Kim jesteś?
I'm Captain Ing. This is my ship, the Lucky Knight. She's a fine vessel, or was. Now that the Great... We're sailors. We don't belong on...
Jeśli poziom wody jest zbyt niski, to czemu nie zamkniecie tam? Aha, to już wiemy. Zamknę dla ciebie tam.
The moment I saw you, I knew you were the fearless sort. I hoped you would...
Must be something in the way you carry yourself. Everywhere we go, people ask you to do dangerous things.
I'm not a rich man, but my reputation, my ship, and my men are worth everything.
Dobra, dobra, niezwłocznie
You won't get too far if you don't speak to Minister.
Dobra, dobra, już mam już klucz.
Excellent. The key will get you into the ruins where you can close the great. Good luck. I'm not used to needing help from.
Świetnie. Łapce. Dobra. Dobra, jeszcze pogadamy tutaj widziałem jeszcze dwie osoby. Tutaj jedna, tak jest. Uczony 6 Niemiec.
Finally! Someone stronger than these cowed peasants. This town disgusts me. What I do not need, however, is someone who walks the way of the open palm.
Aha. Nie potrzebuję tego, sam zadbałem swoje sprawy. Aha, no, to...
They must protect themselves. You see? Your every act. If I can see by your actions that you understand the way of the closed fist, I promise.
Nie. Niestety tego zadania nie wykonamy. Czy trzeba... O, a tu to... Tong, o.
What do you want?
Pocieszysz, co masz na myśli. O właśnie, ukradłeś kupcowi Hanki pewną figurkę.
Figurine? You mean that clay statue?
Czemu ją zabrałeś?
My ma used to have figurines like that. I ain't seen her in a long time.
Dostał tą figurę w prezencie od swojej mamusi.
A gift from his mom? Oh, jeez. Here, take the figurine. I don't mean to cause no trouble.
Już dobrze, nie płacz.
I ain't crying. I just got something in my eye.
Okej. Dobra, sorry. Trochę nudny ten odcinek, ale... chodzenie po eksplorowanie miasta to nie jest najlepsza rzecz do nagrywania, ale chcę wam pokazać po prostu całą grę. Także wybaczcie. Okej. Oddamy tą figurkę i zakończymy odcinek. Tutaj i tak nagrywam już ponad 30 minut. No, wybaczcie, nie da się nagrywać krócej. Ale myślę, że tak do 30 minut wytrzymacie. Zawsze mniej niż 50. A, gdzie on był teraz? A, właśnie. Tu jest. Siemanko. Oj, chodź.
Konionuju, kokiir tadasina.
Dobra, masz tu swoją figurkę.
Woja kuptiir, ni shin warwai. Akwiwo ofir, san kasowir wowo siyu tana.
Okej, pójdę z
Onuyuwir napai.
Dobra, na tym zakończymy ten odcinek. No, trochę nudny, nie było walki ani nic, no ale mamy klucz, pytamy. Jeszcze się tam nie będziemy udawać. Mamy również zadanie w lesie. Ale w następnym odcinku pójdziemy właśnie do tej babki od gangu. I jeszcze trochę tutaj jest do zwiedzania w tym mieście, także jeszcze jeden odcinek tutaj co najmniej będziemy. Także do zobaczenia. Na razie, cześć!